Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So I kind of wanted to follow up with doing a year of the Witch's Moon. I've been subscribed to them since April of 2021, but I was able to buy 2 past boxes, and then they had like a beautiful altar set that they did because December of 2019 I saw that box and I was like, oh, that's it, I have to subscribe. And I didn't know about like subscribing the month before, and they had like a waiting list then. So I was like put on a waiting list to finally subscribe, and that was April. I was finally able to like get a box. So March they charged for me to get in April, because they bill at the end of the month, or I believe that you can change it to how you want, but I have it towards the end of the month. That's what works for me. But this box, the moon box, is based on doing a ritual. So there's usually like 2 to 3 like bigger items, or like items that are focused to like help you work on your rituals. And then there's like a candle. The beautiful beeswax candles are known for, the beautiful artwork that they're known for, the BOS pages, and then they'll give us herbs to work with, incorporate in the workings, an oil and a crystal. And then I love that they give us an oracle reading or like a tarot reading card that we can work with, incorporate into our workings as well. So I loved January. January is maybe my favorite month. The theme was Scribes of Manifestation, and they gave us all these good goodies. I loved this book, The Book of Candle Magic by Madame Pimita, and I ended up even getting her tarot book because I loved this book so much. That can fit. It's heavy enough. But it's so nice. It goes into describing all the different candles, learning all about the different candles. I love the artwork that's in here and the graphics. The taper, vigil, pillar, votive, figural, floating, and double action. And then it even goes into candle spell layouts, writing on the candles in different ways, cooking, making your own candles, making a herb roll taper candle dip method. Like, it's just so cool. Power and numbers, working with the days of the week, how you write, the words on the candle, different kind of spells you can do, the Cabinet of Curiosities. It's just like really cool. I just really loved this. I loved it. This was like my favorite book, I think, that they gave this year too. Like this, I remember seeing like the box there, because once they release the box to the subscribers, they do put the roots and the moon box in their moon market. So if you did like see, someone unbox it, you can most of the time go to the moon market and see some, and get it yourself after you see what's in it. This one sold out really fast, and I remember seeing it sold out fast, but they ended up putting these in their moon market by themselves, which this is probably my favorite item I received all year because it just has made my candle spell workings just so much more magical. They gave us this the exclusive The Witch's Moon leaf design brass candle and scribing tool with hand sewn sleeve. Try to say that a couple times fast. But it was just this beautiful, and I've used it as a wand a couple times, holding the leaf like this. But it's so pointy, it's so nice, it carves into the candle so nice. I love this. It just made my candle magic just so much more special and easier. So I used to use a selenite like pen like that was sharpened, or like it was like a selenite wand that was like sharpened to look like a pencil. I guess I wanted to say pencil, but I just kept saying pen. And then I just loved that they gave us like 3 little white intention candles that we can, carve on and play with, and they gave us herbs to play with. That was probably one of my favorite boxes this year, was that one. And then it was so cool because like Candle Magic, it was Tame Wild was still a monthly box, and that was like Candle Magic too. So it was just like so magical. January is full of candle magic. So like I just really loved that. So this was that was for January. Then we have, so the moon box usually has about 15 items in it, and that's including like them giving a parchment paper at the end of this ledger, like a blank one, and that oracle or tarot reading. So it's a good amount of items that come in that box. So this was, February was The Will of a Witch. I didn't totally know what the theme is going to be, but the items in the box, it was really nice. I really loved like what was written in here and the messages I got from receiving this box more than anything. And I even emailed them saying that I loved that they included like the Egyptian Book of the Dead translation in here. And that I'd love for them to do an Egyptian box. So it was like so cool to see them do an Egyptian box later in the year. But they gave us this, so it was about like prosperity, I feel like. It's like prosperity manifestation. They gave us a huge, big, they even have right here, large intention casting, hand rolled anointed beeswax candle. And it was perfect. This was like so perfect for it. I loved getting the candle holder. I loved saving this for Litha actually, because I was afraid of like getting this dirty. So I'm saving this for Litha again. But yeah, I think they put these on the Moon Market by themselves. Mine was actually lighter than a lot of the ones I saw, but it's beautiful with the banding in it. Mine's kind of like a little egg shape, so I felt like it was a little festive. And then they gave us, I don't have it because it's buried in a jar in the dirt. But they gave us, it was called the Exclusive Career Success Talismanic Spell Coin, or Spell Coin Pendant by Christopher Penza. They gave us like a spell coin kind of type thing. It's like, it was, pewter necklace kind of like this, but it was bigger. It was pretty big, but I took it off and put it in a spell jar, so that's why I don't have it. But they, so it was like, here's the example of it kind of being like 3 smaller items per se, where it can be sometimes like one big item. But I enjoyed that collection. That was nice. Let me put those crystals back. Working with that. First time I was using the crystals and the directionals, testing it myself. So I really enjoyed this collection. This was so nice. I think they still have these in the Moon Market. It was the Spellcrafter collection, March of 2023. This was the big item, the Wikipedia spell deck. And then I loved how this collection was. I love that they gave us like a bag of small quartz crystals and like the Book of Shadows for enchanting the stone. It was just so nice. And then I loved how they did like fire ritual herbal blend and water ritual herbal blend. They gave us a huge big smudge bundle, and then they gave you a wood incense holder to go with the incense sticks. So it's like you had all your magical tools at your disposal for doing a little magic with this. So I thought that was really cool, and like I shown, this is what I've been inspired to do the Sabbath videos by. So it's like, it's like inspired me a lot. So I thought that was like really nice. I really enjoyed receiving this. And then it's really cool because this is by the same authors that wrote the Crystal Witch, which was one of the first like actual books I had the word witch on. And I actually used that as like a BOS for a while, and then I started taking my own notes and making my own BOS But that was like my first book, and like for years, and I loved, you know, referring to it and stuff. So it was nice, you know, it's the same authors and stuff. So I enjoyed that a lot. It's probably my second, my top faves, top 5 faves. So we have for April, it was the Goddess Collection. This had the least amount of items in it. It was, you know, 13 items, but that's including the oracle reading and the parchment. So really it was 11 items that was in this box. But this grew on me. This was actually something that they created, the Witch's Moon, similar to the Air Spirit plaque that has like their signature on it, like this too. The Witch's Moon exclusive. Hand carved wooden totem. And it reminded me of like the little troll dolls with the gem belly button, the real rose quartz. I put rose quartz in her belly button. At first I didn't like this, but it grew on me. I really love the shadows it casts. So like this is in my bathroom now, but when it's on my altar and stuff, it was like really cool. I enjoyed meditating with this. It's actually really nice, like very beautiful energy comes off of this. So I really enjoy that. But yeah, I liked this. This grew on me. So I'm gonna just move that. So that was the big item. It was just like feminine, and then it was like a spell candle, you know, to kind of like do a meditation with the ritual salts, and then they gave us rose, and then they gave us some blends. It was nice. Next we have May. This was the Earthen Vessel Celtic Tree Edition. So this was probably my least favorite thing from this year. I wish it was maybe a different color, like green or blue would have been beautiful. I don't know, the red and yellow, I'm not like the biggest. And it was supposed to be, I loved, like, that was the first time that the artwork had the Ogham actually in it. So like it was kind of like a teaser that they'd be doing that later on in the year. I loved like the Celtic tree horoscopes. Like that artwork was beautiful. But they gave us, like, it was, I kind of put all the items that came in this box, or when it did come time, when I did want to do all the things that I could do them. But it was this box, and then it was one of the pewter coins, the little oak tree, or just exclusive guardian of the tree's pewter pendant with cord. And then it's beautiful saying on the back. I liked that a lot. And then I like when they do these little spell bags. Little quart or smoky quartz in there with a little charm. And I just thought that was cute. But I wanted to leave them all in here for when I do use the items, because I want to use them together. But this was probably my, like, if I had to say, my least favorite item out of like all the items from this year. So that was for May. And then we have June. It was Entering the Sacred Grove, Druid Edition. So that was beautiful. They gave us, it wasn't a special edition copy, but they gave us this book, The Druid Path, and I read most of it. You know, it was beautiful. It has the runes. I mean, and there's beautiful artwork throughout this too. The authors do that. It's the same author from the Wikipedia spell deck, actually, and the Crystal Witch, which was the first, like, one of my first real, like I said, first book that had the word witch on it. And I always had like the divination books and stuff of how to do, or you know, to dive into divination, or going into a specific thing. like the chakras and the things, but like to have something that has like, it's all the witchy things, you know. That Crystal Witch book was just adorable, and highly suggest it to add to your collection because it's just a cute book. It's like pastel blue and pink. It's like a little cotton candy, but this isn't like a special copy, but they gave us this with the black lava stone, exclusively crafted black lava stone candle holder, and I loved this, and I loved when they gave this, so it was like sun and moon energy, or you know, masculine, feminine, however you want to, you know, yin and yang, the darkness and the light, you know. It was just really cool. But I like the black lava stone because you can anoint it with the oils that they give, so I feel like that gives an extra oomph to the candle spells. They gave us even opening the grove prayer, which that was something that was in this book, I believe, towards the end. It's like you have to like learn the ritual of the Druid Grove. Yeah, here it is towards the back. But that was really cool. I enjoyed like, and then they did the Roots box that had the Druid Wisdom little oracle deck. I loved how they did that. And then when they did the Egyptian box, they had like the Isis honoring box, I believe. So it was like, even though they weren't the same months, it was like they did complement each other coming a month later, I believe. They swapped it up. It was like the Druid box, and they did the Roots box Egyptian, and then it was like the Egyptian box, and they did the Roots box Druid, I think is how it was. I don't totally remember, but it was really nice. I enjoyed that. So I'll put this right here. Next, I don't have the paper in front of me, actually. I think might be in my folder still, but we have July. So I have August here, but July was the Witch's Harvest, and I just loved it because this was the first year I really celebrated Lunasa. But they gave this beautiful corn dolly that they handmade with the little crystal belt, the citrine, smoky quartz, and carnelian. And then you're able to stand it, which is so adorable and precious that they handmade that. And then they gave us this like, the Lamas Blessings herbal blend and stuff. And I loved the carnelian chunk that was in that box. And then they gave us this big burlap sack to like go forage and, you know, forage for your own things and like dry them. And then I was just so inspired that I was like, I want to make my own little corn dolly finally. So, you know, that was just like really nice. I loved, this was probably in my top 5 favorites of what I received this year too. That was so adorable. And then we have August was the theme. Excuse me, the theme was 1,000 souls. And I kind of was like, what's that going to be? But then I saw the artwork and I was like, it's Egyptian. I was like, what are they going to add? And it's funny because the last type of the last type of deck I wanted in my tarot collection was an Egyptian tarot deck. And this was a newly released tarot this year, the Egyptian Art Nouveau, the Egyptian Art Nouveau deck. And this is what it looks like on the back. Here's what it looks like. Very beautiful. I was kind of thrown off when they gave this bracelet, because this is more of a Hindu type thing. I was thinking maybe that they were going to give an ankh or something, or if they did maybe something lapis lazuli, that would have been nice. And I don't really like wearing this bracelet like that. As you can see, I was drawn to kind of use it more like a mala. And so yeah, this is really nice for cleansing your chakras and you know, using it in meditations and such. So I've just been trying to get familiar with the energy, so I've left it. And because of this deck, the major arcana has deities that you know, different ancient Egyptian deities, and so they're kind of like sayings to say. So it's like when you're working with that deck, you can like, if you wanted to maybe tap into that deity, you can like, you know, do that. So maybe that's why that they included that bracelet, is to like maybe use it like that as a mala. more than like an actual like piece of jewelry. I'm not too sure, but it was nice. The Tame Wild box was like the extra gift was this canvas bag, which I like having my decks in something that doesn't have light going through it. So that was like so perfect for that deck. So I was really happy with that. But I was happy to see them do an ancient Egyptian. Everything else was beautiful. I loved the artwork. I loved the sprays. The herbal blends and stuff were so nice. The tea, the stones. So yeah, I really liked that collection as well. And then September, I kind of was like, I didn't totally know. The theme was the witch's cottage, and I was like, what could that be? So this was the big item. This one of the special edition Scott Cunningham books I've collected, or I've been subscribed to them that long and I've been able to collect them. The only one I don't have is the herbal encyclopedia one, because I wasn't subscribed to them just yet. And that was like in the first year of their boxes, I believe they gave that. But you can see it's beautiful special edition copy. One of the first boxes I got from them, they did a special edition Oracle, and I thought that was so cool. It was the Hedge Witch Field Guide, I think is what it's called. But it was nice because I was doing like a lot of protective magic and stuff that month, so it was like kind of came at a good time. And then this was like the other big item was the Selenite and Evil Eye little talisman. I have this hanging off my bookshelf when it's not right here. So I love selenite and I love using the Evil Eye, so I just really resonated with that. And they put these on their moon market, so if you did want to get like more of them, you can get more. But it was like another like book. But this was a special copy, so I feel like that's a little bit different. But they did do a lot of books this year, 3 books. So I did find that interesting. And then for October, it was the exclusive Call of Hecate collection. So this reminded me of their Sabbath box a little bit because of how it was. This was the big item. Hand casted brass Hecate cauldron exclusive. The Witch's Moon exclusive. So you can't burn charcoal in this. I tested mine, so I ended up getting the cauldron, but I loved how they did it. I wrote a petition to Hecate. This is now like on my little altar to her. I had the rose stems as crossroads on my altar before, so now they're just kind of sitting in here because it's not because I cleaned up my altar, so I just kind of put that in here. And then I have this triple quartz because Hecate is a triple goddess. I thought that was fitting. And then the amethyst little scrying, or the sheer stone, that kind of just ended up being plopped in there too. So this is just more of like something just offering to her. That's what I've been using it for. But they did put these on their moon market by themselves with the artwork. I believe the cauldron artwork and like the hymn, the Hecate. So this was nice because I was like really wanting to work with her, and I have seen messages from her, but I was like, I was able to dive in, so it was really nice. And then this next collection, I was just like, I was so happy to see her once again. The theme was the Dark Mother for the Witch's Moon November. And they gave us this beautiful, I don't know what this, it's like not wood, maybe it's like, I don't know. I want to almost say like fiber, I don't know what it is, that they hand painted this. It's so gorgeous. And they did a collection like this for Medusa. It was a beautiful brass like facial plaque like this. So I love that they're doing like these dark goddesses and they're giving them their beautiful head plaques. So I really loved this collection. I loved the smells. I loved everything in it. Just gorgeous. And I just loved the messages I received from her. And then last but not least, it was the Empires of Oracles, and we received this beautiful Ogum oak staves, Witch's Moon exclusive. And then this beautiful, I was looking at this on another website, the the hand carved wooden bowl box with lid. I had herbs and stuff in here with the crystal, but I ended up putting like crystals on top because of how I've been using this. I've been like tossing it like this, like I kind of shared in my last video. One wants to come out. And I've been kind of playing with them like that. So this one came out. Let's see. Three lines. Read action, direction, guidance, meaning, and healing. It's beautiful. And it's been going with all the other messages I've been getting. So like, yeah, I think that this year has been beautiful, how they kind of like, you know, incorporated different things, working with different goddesses, that's been beautiful, I feel like, because it's like, you know, you can almost use this as a representation of that goddess if you wanted to, like, you know, I could see it, that, so it was like this was kind of weeding you into maybe finding those other two goddesses. The corn husk dolly was so beautiful. And like I said, I think, you know, the candle magic, this was probably my favorite. Getting the inscriber in this book, it was just so perfect. And then when it came, it was so perfect. So, and then I love the candle holders, the stone candle holders. So yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. How, you know, what was your favorite month? What was your favorite like big item? If you got any of these boxes, how did you feel about them? And yeah, I might be able to squeeze in the roots things. Those are all really, those have found their homes, so I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze that in before the new year. So I just want to say Happy New Year in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, if you want to leave some type of purple or witchy emoji in some sort, to let me know you made it this far. And yeah, I'm sending you all my love and light. Please stay safe out there. Make good choices during this holiday season. And I look forward to seeing you next one. Bye, guys.